Good morning, girls and boys. So today we're going to do an experiment to show you convection, conduction, and radiation. You know those are your three sources of heat transfer. So for our first activity for the experiment, we're going to start with convection. So we're going to use an air popper to cook the popcorn, and you will get to see that it's going to circulate the popcorn in order for it to cook. So first I'm going to pour a few kernels in. I'm not going to pour too many because I don't want too much popcorn in. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the top on so it can collect the popcorn. Okay. Then I'm going to put the top on. And once I plug it up, it's going to begin cooking. So while we're waiting on that, I'm going to go ahead and get my second part started. So the second one I'm going to show you is conduction. And you know with conduction, it's always touching. So I'm going to use this pan on my stove, and I'm going to pour the kernels on the oil, which may take a little longer for this to cook, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and start this one, because it takes a lot longer for this oil to get heated, but I'm not going to cook too much. I'm not going to do too many kernels at once. So as you can see, the kernels are touching the pan, and the pan is touching the eye, so therefore it is conduction, and by this way it will heat the kernels, and they will cook, and you will have popcorn. And just to show you what the air popper is doing, you see it's circulating those kernels. And as they're circulating, it's going to begin to cook, and you will see the finished product of each of these three. So then, I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with this method, the microwavable method. And as I taught you in your lesson, all of you know that the microwave is a pure example of radiation due to those radio waves inside of the microwave. So my microwave actually has the popcorn button, so I'm just going to tap it about twice and go ahead and get that bag started. And you will also be able to see that finished product. So let's zoom back in on the air popper. So you can see now that the popcorn is beginning to form, and as that popcorn is beginning to form, it's going to open up those channels there to let the popcorn free. And now let's zoom in on the pot. So as you can see, I might have my pot a little too high because my popcorn is actually popping out of my pan. So do not do this at home, children. So this popcorn is popping. Woo. Okay, let me turn my eye down some. So make sure you don't do what I did and turn your eye too high. Because this popcorn is popping everywhere. And as you can see, the popcorn is beginning to form to the top. And it's going to start to probably pop out of those channels. Which I only put a little bit so it may not come all the way out. So that's a good thing. And as you can see on the microwave, for radiation, the bag is beginning to pop and the popcorn is cooking. And you see those lights inside the microwave. Those rays are coming in, and that's what's cooking that popcorn. And so for our finished product, here is an example of what we got from the air popper. I popped a lot more individually. And then I'm going to go ahead and unplug the air popper because it's really hot. And I'm going to open it up so you can see. And if you were to purchase one of these air poppers, you'll get to see that it's really convenient. You can actually pop this open. Let me see. I don't want to touch it with my hands. It's kind of hot. But you can kind of pop these open. And you can pour it. This isn't hot. So you can actually pour it in here if you want to as like a bowl. But it's best not to because it has holes at the bottom. But you can do that. That's what I did. And this is your finished product. And for the bag in the microwave, let's let you see that. You have your freshly popped popcorn. And as you can see, it turned out great. Just be careful touching the bag if you were to try this at home because it will be hot when you first take it out of the microwave. And I want to zoom in on those rays on those lights in the microwave so you can see. You see it's like a small light bulb here. And those things are also used to help to cook that popcorn in the microwave.